Happy Thursday, everybody. I'm going to go on and do the family room Easter video. I did not decorate my craft room. It's still a wreck in there because I've got a few little projects I'm working on. So I'm just going to decorate it for the next season with whatever I decide to use. You know how that goes. I'm not going to pull out any more Easter. But I hope you enjoy seeing the family room. I didn't do as much as I normally do or as much as I did upstairs. I didn't decorate all the trees, but most of them are lit up. So I hope you enjoy seeing everything. Have a wonderful, blessed Easter. If I don't come to you with a haul video this weekend. Right now we only have one yard sale for Saturday, but it's Easter weekend, so I can understand why people don't want to do yard sales. So enjoy your day. Take a little bit of time and do something you enjoy, even if it's just for a few minutes. We appreciate you being here. So let's get started. Okay. I'll just show you this end of the room. And then we'll get started over here where I always start, on the fireplace wall. This is where John and I sit. And over here is where baby boy sits. And yes, I do have two red, green, and blue plaid throws on those chairs because baby boy alternates between the two. And I didn't have any everyday throws to put out. I haven't found any that I like, or two of them, because I really wanted them to both be alike. So for now, that works. And he loves laying on them. Always enjoy doing this area. We put that fireplace mantle up there many years ago. There wasn't even a little mantle up there. So I can't even remember where we got this fireplace surround at. And then John made the piece below it and put that beautiful wrought iron piece on it. And we've enjoyed it ever since. Okay, over here, I just love that vintage, and it could even be an antique hummingbird print. And I know it's a glare on it, but John restored it many years ago. And I have the Jim Shore Easter pieces over here. They're so sweet. And the detail is just wonderful. And the lady bunny right there, she's actually a music box. Just look at the wonderful detail on them. And another piece down here. And in this cupboard are some of my ironstone and some of the pottery vases. This is a Valancourt bunny that we got at a yard sale many years ago, sitting on some vintage books. I'll go all the way across and then we'll look. And I know you can't see that gorgeous Billy Jacobs spring print. I love the old house and the old barn. One of my beautiful yard sale vases. And this butterfly garland is one my sweet friend Stacy sent me. The bunny on the right came from a local primitive shop when she was having a big clearance sale. And this is like the one I have upstairs that came from Tuesday morning. We bought both of them because they looked so vintage and are so beautiful. And look at this gorgeous vintage book. It's Browning's poems, but aren't the flowers gorgeous? These two bunnies came from a yard sale years ago. I love these little metal hearts. These big hearts stay there a lot of the time of the year. This is a reproduction of a vintage postcard. And another sweet metal heart. My bride and groom collection stays in that cupboard all the time. The bunny down there is a cross-stitch piece that a friend made many years ago. Excuse me. The allergies have been awful. The pollen has just about killed me and John. This tin is now a vintage tin because we've had it so long, and it's sitting on that gorgeous piece of old lace. One of my beautiful toll trays. My largest demijohn. This sweet thing came from a yard sale. And this gorgeous bunny here, that came from the same primitive shop at her clearance sale. Another one of my prized toll trays. And the old clock. It doesn't work, but I don't care. The detail on it is wonderful. And I love both these sheep. And they're on a vintage doily. Another one of our gorgeous prints of Jesus and the Lamb. My windows are dirty, but until the pollen quits falling, I'm not cleaning the outside of them. And in the large trophy, I just have some greens and some egg picks and a cute little chick pick. This cupboard is where all our vintage Easter stays, and most of it is upstairs. These are just, and well, a few pieces might be over here. This is what was left. And this came from a yard sale many years ago, and it is made in Western Germany. It's puzzles. You change the picture. These are all the different pictures. It's lots of different ones, depending on the sides of the puzzle. But I just love that. And of course, you know I love it, that picture, because it's the roosters. And here is a wonderful old card. The voice of the beloved. Isn't it beautiful? And this is a sweet bunny that a friend made back during all of our craft show days. That was 1993. And it's got a piece of crazy quilt heart under the bunny. Another gorgeous old Easter card with the bluebirds. And I just hung some Easter eggs on this tree with all the bling, as John calls it. Nothing changed up there. I have the cherry blossoms with the lighted twigs in this picture. And here is an absolutely adorable vintage card. Look at the little fuzzy feathers on the ducks. Isn't that precious? And there's that wonderful gem shore lamp that Janet gave us. Just has some tulips and other florals in there. On the old tobacco tray, I just hung this unusual, beautiful color toll tray. That's a favorite. I shut my craft room door so you wouldn't see the mess. This is the busy end of the room with lots of our collections that we love and enjoy. There's the vintage green basket with that goose that we got at a yard sale. I'll show you the table. I kept that great old scale with the brass pans, and I just put a few eggs. I meant to put some grass in there, but I just never got around to it. And then there's a silver dish with some eggs and that sweet little bunny I've had a long time. And they're sitting in that huge, beautiful old silver tray. I'll walk by this and then I'll come back so you can see it. This is a vintage piece. Isn't that wonderful? I've had that probably at least 30 years, maybe 40. And a beautiful bunny that came from a yard sale. I believe these tulips came from Home Goods. And my rooster lamp stays there all the time. A wonderful vintage, our welcome guest. Y'all are my welcome guests. I welcome you into our home all the time. Some of my McCoy pots up there. And the house that John did. And I did this little flower pot with a nest. And this cupboard is the one of the two that we got off the street for free. And they hold so many things. Toll trays, as I said, stay here most of the time. I just love toll trays. And my owl tree stays here all of the time. And it's sitting on that awesome child's washstand that we've had for years. I'll go over here and I'll open the cupboard doors. We'll see if I can get it to stay put. This is definitely a favorite place to decorate down here. I'll show you all of it, and then we'll do it shelf by shelf. Okay, we'll start right here. These bunnies all came from Tuesday morning years ago. I just think they're absolutely precious. I don't remember where these bottle brush trees came from. Back there is an English teapot. There's one of my brown transfer plates. And I kept a lot of this glass in here. And Brooke, here is that glass Easter egg in the old shoe that belonged to my grandmother, as Granny as we called her. And this is way over 100 years old. Because my mother was born in 1919, and I can't remember what year my grandmother was born in. But she said an old lady gave that to her when she was young. But I just love it. And Brooke has a wonderful channel, and I'll try and remember and put the link to her channel in my description box. She thrifts, she goes to antique places, and she does sales with a lot of the things that she finds. But she also does home tours and does beautiful vignettes. But I love this shelf. The garland is a Bethany low, made to look old, but it's new. And there's another English teapot. Up here, I put a lot of the purple and white transferware, which is really hard to find. Just love this teapot, the bunny teapot, and the 2 cups. Those were Longaberger. There is a purple multicolored glass toothpick holder. Back there's one of those gorgeous plates. More of this beautiful glass. I think someone told me it was moonstone. And that's a vintage plate, which I love. there is my one and only brown and white transferware butter pat. This gorgeous picture that creamer that I got last year. And the other gorgeous purple and white transferware plate. Up here are brown and white transferware. Just love it. All of it came from yard sales. Just think it is beautiful. And the same garland is on every shelf. Let me get this shut. Over here in the cloche, I have that adorable Bigfoot bunny holding a little bunny thing. Just precious. And here are a lot of our English Toby jugs. And those two little canisters are English. John Barleycorn, that is English. And these are the small John Barleycorn. A lot of McCoy, including that turtle water can. And this wonderful candy scale. Up there are some of my pink vintage McCoy. And this cute duck came from a yard sale. I never got around to putting anything in that beautiful etched glass apothecary. Lots of treasures all the way down. That child's trunk is a treasure. These are all John's marbles. Another beautiful little chest. Our English Pride and Joy pieces. All these pot lids, as they call them. They all came from England. They all were dug out of the ground, out of dumps, and so forth. Those two little prints in the back, got them at 2 separate times, but they're matching. Lots of wonderful collections. I think that's a reproduction, but it's so sweet. Letter opener collection, clocks, old books, apothecary jars. Let me get over here so that I can show you. Milk glass, a little antique showcase full of treasures. I'll get that out and show you one day too. St. Francis in a big cloche. My demijohns and other treasures and magazines and seasonal books. There is our #1 favorite thing we found in 2024. This is a bobblehead German candy container, and I know a lot of us think it is a little bit evil looking, but it is a super old piece. Another one of these wonderful little prints I love. Inkwells, old books, and you know it wouldn't be complete without some sweet Anna Lee's. I love this little fairy one. And look at that bunny and that giant puff tail. And that tray came from Kroger's years ago. This is a vintage tin Easter basket. And another Anna Lee and eggs. Some more old books. And this is another super heavy old silver tray. Lots more of our treasures. Ironstone and silver. Trophies and children's cups. And this sweet little set of Beatrice Potter pieces. And that's a Boyd's Bear egg. And up here, more silver and a silver bunny, ironstone, and more trophies. This video is running a little long, and I'm sorry, but y'all know it's a lot to see in this room too. And there's that beautiful old huge antique Bible and the old buckets with various things in it. And of course, that back side stays Halloween all the time. And in the old shoe shine chair, I have those sweet bunny pillows. More of these gorgeous old cards. I'm so thrilled to have those. And I've had this bunny a very long time too. Look at his detail. And this sweet little tin is a reproduction. This is an old postcard. And here's a house that John built. He cut every single one of those slats and put on it. Took him a long time to make that. And down there are a couple big ironstone bowls and a platter and a sweet bunny and some candles. And there's an old shoe shine box. So this is all of the family room Easter tour. This will be all of the Easter tours. I finally completed them. I did not end up decorating outside for Easter. I just didn't have time. Too much to do outside and inside. So I'm just going to, when I clean my summer room and my porches, I'm just going to go on and put regular decor on them. So love and blessings to y'all. And I hope you have such a wonderful Easter with your family and friends. Enjoy every moment of it. Thank you again for being here. Love and blessings to y'all from me and John and baby boy. Till the next time, we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.